Hello? Hi, it's me, CryptoClick. Yeah, I notice you're trading on crypto exchanges, but without any benefits at all? That's madness. You know, I've been made an affiliate partner with pretty much every exchange out there, so if you want to get some benefits, you might as well set up exchanges with the links that I've got in the video description or in my Telegram and Discord. You can get welcome bonuses for signing up, or even better, up to 20% off all your trading fees for life. Yeah, I know, what a treat. So next time you fancy setting up an exchange, use some of the links that I've got in my video description, because otherwise you're mugging yourself off. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. Hello everybody, welcome back. I've got a new mic, so hopefully this will be crystal clear, and this is how it will be. But you can't see, it's just out of frame, but it's on one of them like robot arms, do you know what I mean? It's a bit intrusive, you know. I suppose I'll just have to get used to it. So we're going to look at Matic. So something we've not looked at in what feels like years. You know, we used to trade this over and over and over again, rinse and repeat until it finally broke and did that massive, well, I suppose from our entry point, like 1 cent, 1.2 cent to be specific, you know, a couple of 100x really. Mostly got out at 100x. That's the rule. That's the rule. 100x, that'll do nicely. But I just decided, just been flicking around some charts, and obviously today's a bit of a random day to want to even try and trade, but thought I'd have a look anyway because of the CPI. That would be. It's not a bad looking chart, I have to say. So relative strength building up here on the daily. So we can see they've got low, high, higher, low, and then ever so slightly higher high, ever so slightly. It's mostly trying to battle this 50 exponential moving average on the daily, but if we just bring it down to its tether pair on the 4-hourly, we've got ourselves a golden cross. You haven't seen many of these on tether pairs, to be honest with you. This is the first one I think I can remember seeing of any significance. Now, we've had the golden cross, we've retested it once, we've retested it again. What we need to do definitely at this stage now is to actually break up and make a new high. Now, there is a good chance that this will happen. It's not dead cert or anything. There is a good chance it'll happen because what we've got is a conversion baseline cross above the cloud, Chiku span closing above price action. This is one of those continuation of a trend signals, right? The ones that we know and love, and this is on a tether pair rather than just a Bitcoin pair, so it should add a bit more weight and a bit more power to it. The only problem is obviously with today and the volatility that's about to ensue, and the dump party that might take place if inflation ends up being higher than expected, or even if it just comes down by a pathetic fraction of a percent, to be honest with you. We do have to take it with a massive pinch of salt, spoonful. But it is what it is, and it is a signal, and it's a decent setup, and I do like it. So the 4-hourly golden cross retested. We've got the 12-hourly conversion baseline continuation of a trend signal that was formed pretty much at this candle body over here. So of this price, more or less where we are right now. So if there were to be an altcoin out there that is showing relative strength and promising signals, it would actually be Matic. It would be Matic. So let's have a look at the Bitcoin pair, see how that's doing. So the 12-hourly building up above all major moving averages, which is good. The daily found ourselves a resistance on the 200 exponential, about 3,000 sats. That's to be expected, really. But look what we got over here as well. Conversion baseline crossed below the cloud. That's fine. Green portion. Price closing above the cloud, and now the Chiku span above the cloud as well, which would suggest a pump signal. So, you know, like I say, if it wasn't for the CPI and the overall general bear market, this is a really good signal, and I'll be looking for this to try and maybe even push straight through the 200 exponential this time and all the way up to around 3,400 sats. That's your 200 weekly, 200 simple moving average on the daily. Now let's just check the weekly to see how this looks. Right, so this is really good as well. Weekly, we're trying our hardest to clear that 21 exponential. That's basically a Bollinger Band almost, center of a Bollinger Band. Yeah, they're both in at the same place. The Bollinger Band center and the 21 exponential on the weekly all at the same place, and then the 50 weekly is the only thing above us, and then basically we're good to go. We are good to go. Let's have a look at the momentum shifting on this one. Right, so we got our first green histogram tick since January this year. That's a good little setup as well. Look, if it wasn't for the stupid CPI report, which all markets are resting on, which is just so ridiculous, this is a great setup on a chart on both Bitcoin pairs and on tether pairs. And it's just a real pain in the ass that this is the world that we live in now, where we're sort of like at the mercy of of everything else. See, Bitcoin's having a bit of a dump. Has the CPI been released already? I don't know. Maybe this video might have to go on hold. But either way, it's a good setup. It remains a good setup. We're just obviously at the mercy of all markets due to the CPI. So I thought I'd leave it with you there. Hopefully you enjoyed my crystal clear mic. And if you didn't, just let me know. Take it easy.